Nobody can live forever.
No, yeah, that's true. But I really hate. It just kind of hurts more when I'm really young. Someone probably younger than you. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was a lady at my job, like real sweet lady. She was kind of like a, oh, I would say a bit of a mother figure to me at the job. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Her son passed away while she was at work. He was involved in a car accident. He was 22 when he died.
Mm-hmm.
That was 2 years ago. And it bothers me. I still check up on her, so keep in touch. It's really hard for me to try to keep in touch because I'm like I suck at.
Yeah, for sure. All right, stream's
It's,
back on, by the way.
well, let's move on the subject. We're not gonna talk about it gloomy. This is art.
It's art time. I'm playing Siva Gunner music too, lighten the mood, that are all Christmas themed. And we got the We Shop channel with Madonna's "All I Want for Christmas Is You." Damn, this is fire too.
Madonna, she has some hits.
No, I mean with the We Shop channel.
Oh yeah,
This is extra fire.
oh yeah, yeah. She can mix it.
Yeah.
She can mix definitely.
They
Like
can all mix.
oh, I forgot there were. I forgot like there's more
Yeah.
than one person.
Yep. They did that panel. That was pretty awesome.
I didn't see it.
Yeah. It was that whatever convention video they did.
Because I actually, it's a lot of. I need to catch up on a few stuff. Because, like I told you, the only enjoyment I get now from just watching videos on YouTube is like text to speech videos from the comment awards.
Right.
That's the name of the channel anyway. But it's like now like comment awards, meme awards. I was just like, wow.
Yep.
Stuff they say is like kind of relatable. Like when you put food in the refrigerator and you have a hot bowl with cold food. I was like, yep,
Yeah.
that happens.
Sure does. Man, I might actually watch the comment awards a little bit before I get to Ip Man.
Whatever you choose. I don't like no. I don't think there is no. What was it? Was it? No copyright on that stuff. Thankfully,
Yeah, thankfully.
like everything now there is just copyright, copyright, copyright. I'm like, man,
Yeah, no escaping it.
do you
We got
really?
one for today too, so we got lots.
Yeah, he uploads daily, which I'm happy for. Which I'm kind of happy.
Yep.
Like the music that kind of plays in the background.
Yeah. Oh, mine?
Oh, not yours, but yeah, yours is good. I meant like for the meme awards. That's what I meant. Like,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure.
yours is always good. You're always switching it. You're always switching it up. I always like it.
Well,
But
I gotta
you
play
don't mind.
something.
I understand.
I keep it entertaining for me and hopefully for everyone else. Instead of just the mainstream stuff.
I noticed the stream went back up after you finished streaming Marvel. I guess we know what the people like to see.
Oh, yeah.
Marvel. Marvel is canceled.
Marvel is canceled. Sorry, everyone.
Sorry, we're sorry. We'll be good next time.
Marvel's dead for good.
Yeah, like the guy in Tekken, I actually had I sent him a friend request by accident, and he added me, and he's like, "Oh, well, you need to do this and that, man. I can be your training partner." I was like, I don't play this game like that.
Oh yeah. And I was
I be
tempted on playing Virtua Fighter because I keep seeing that guy that I played Virtua Fighter against.
you add him as a friend, so I would imagine
Yeah, he friended me back.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I keep seeing him on Virtua Fighter, so I know he's dedicated.
that's how a lot of people are. They're dedicated to these games. Like my friend, I'm trying to get him back in the Monster Hunter because he said like he's been playing Tekken a bit too much, so he kind of wants to take a break. You know the guy. You know the guy. Jay's Days. That guy that my our friend.
Jay's Days? Yo, yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah. Yeah, I know.
yeah, it was a while, so he might have forgot him. So I had to, yeah. But I was trying to get him back into playing Monster Hunter. I've been trying to get like a lot of people because I'm like, of
Hmm.
them. I know he's not one of them, but I know a lot of them that. The reason I'm trying to get them in, cause I'm like, bro, I can help you with that, man. I'm
What
here
him
for.
him getting into Monster Hunter?
No, not him, but it was like another friend of mine who I was trying to get back
Oh.
in Monster. But he said he's kind of like wants to take a break because he had take a break from Tekken because he has been playing it too much.
Hmm.
Like really good in Tekken. Like I think he was even in LTG stream and like when he was like when Tekken first came out, not in the chat, but like on stream facing LTG. LTG actually gave him props saying, "I like this Josie," which is you don't really hear people saying good things about Josie players.
Oh yeah.
I mean, well, at least the circle that I'm in anyway. Of those people, they're like, "Oh, I hate Josie. Girl, do whatever she wants." Every character in any game, you just have to adapt.
Mm-hmm.
Know how good that character is. That's the reason I try to avoid fighting her.
Yeah. His Blackbeard, he styled on Poke Chop.
Right. Right. But like Poke Chop plays Josie too. That's the interesting part.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad that he's actually started, playing Tekken competitively than just being a personality because he is I'm not saying like he needs to improve, but he is getting more. He's more consistent than he was when he first started playing Tekken 7,
Mm-hmm.
which is good. I
Of
guess
course.
because we don't need Ares and Yipes all the time. We want people that compete too, because
Hell, I want to see
yeah,
them play. Like in actual
Tekken.
tournaments. Yeah.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna be honest, their days are kind of way behind them, to be honest, because
Yeah, I saw Eris getting lit up by Paul in that compilation.
I'm gonna be honest, like Ares, like he like his heydays was like Soul Calibur 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Tekken. I think his peak was like Tekken 6.
Hmm.
Like now he's more of a personality, which I'm not mad at. Cause
Well, it makes
Ares,
sense. It's usually why they're not, they're commentators and not competitors.
and plus, Namco is paying them to, go out and commentate their stuff. Like Capcom pays Jipes to come out, like he came to Capcom Cup and did like the hosting, duties, which is pretty cool, regardless if it's Street Fighter 5. That's still like a pretty good gig.
Hmm.
We have to. Oh, you're not drawing yet. You're just.
No, I'm just setting up.
Sorry.
I got art stream or art discords to promote to, real quick. It's a bit of a process. Then I got to get my camera set up because I'm rushing it again.
So close to being. I'm at the last boss on Persona 5. Like I've been close to being that game for ever.
Nice.
Playing it by bits and pieces because I remember when I bought that game last year, like I was like playing it every day when I got home from work. I was like, damn, it's so addictive. Cause
Mm.
also I don't mind like turn based. That doesn't bother me, but I do like where you can have more freedom to that sense. That's one reason why I kind of like the Tales of games because you kind of have that freedom to kind of do that stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Kingdom Hearts to a lesser extent. I'm not the biggest Kingdom Hearts fan.
I just like being able to do stuff, like a lot of stuff with one
And
character.
one reason why I kind of like Zelda, cause I know Zelda is a bit of a RPG hybrid as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I do like those RPG, but I'm not at the point where I'm just like I don't like I can't hate turn based because I grew up on it.
Yeah. I don't hate on it either. I just don't usually like them.
It's fair, it's fair.
But I was hella addicted to Paper Mario, so I can't
It was
I
it
can't
was
ever
more
hate on
colorful,
it.
It's just like you know. To be honest, I actually like Paper Mario more than the.
Super Mario RPG?
I was gonna call it 7 stars, but yeah.
Yeah.
We like the Mario and Luigi games better than Super Mario RPG.
Yeah, fair.
I still have Dream Team on the 3DS, despite not having the 3DS.
Hmm. Oh, my one DeviantArt friend is in VR chat again.
Oh, VR chat. I thought you said he in the chat. Oh, I was gonna say welcome. Yeah.
No. Oh, I forgot to promote on my own shit. Oops.
Man, there's
Yeah, but he's really good at traditional art, so I still try and stick around. But he's like very biased about the world, I guess, in general. So he just doesn't like a lot of things. He's also hella, whatever you call it, for animals.
oh pro animal life. Yeah.
Yeah, pro animal life.
I don't know the correct way. I would guess a PETA or whatever, but whatever they call those guys. But yeah, I mean, has their ideals that not everybody's gonna agree with. Because
Mm-hmm.
I said I believe in God. You don't. It's fine by me. I don't care.
Yep. And I'll express I'm an atheist, but
Exactly.
I'm not gonna be like trying to shove my opinion down somebody's throat.
Exactly.
Pause.
Same here. Same here.
Yep.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Do you see that Twitch?
Right. Do you see that Tumblr?
Right. And I'm gonna miss the art on Tumblr because a lot of my favorite artists did migrate there.
Oh yeah. It's dying now.
I mean,
But
I did
it's
like
not like we didn't see it coming though. It's been kind of hinted for quite a few times.
it just sucks though, 'cause, man.
It does.
I don't, because a lot of those artists they get crap on DeviantArt for the stuff that they do. Like, are you serious? Are you stifling creativity?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I'm not. I don't want to go on some tirade.
I know,
I'm
but
just.
it's so fun too though.
'Cause I'm like, why is it okay for a woman to be proud to show off her body, but a guy, girls draw lewd stuff too.
Mm-hmm. But DeviantArt has been getting crap for some of the stuff that they hide in their contracts and stuff. Like how Hot Topic keeps stealing people's art and reselling them.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Saying like they would get crap, for the stuff that they draw on there. Like, oh, why you draw these girls so like thin waisted and and I don't like curvy plump women. I'm like, does it matter? I mean, you should be glad that each side of the I'm struggling to find the word of I guess the body, the body types are being, promoted. You
Mm-hmm.
know, guys, some
They're
guys like
like,
bigger.
oh, we don't like those body types being all drawn. That's the stereotype. It's like, really? Then what is it supposed to be then? Manly?
Like,
Like, what are you even looking for at this point?
exactly. I'm like I said, as long as the art is good, I can appreciate it. I don't necessarily like. I kind of got to now where I like to see like character designs more than just sex. A sexy girl character, which is fine. I'm not judging guys for that because that's how I fell in love with the art to begin with.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's like why is it okay for a woman to be proud to off her body, or oh you're oh she's being a slut, a whore, oh you're slut shaming, you're what's the word, a misogynist.
Something like that.
Yeah. And it's like I'm sorry, like I'm drawing blanks on a lot of this stuff. um
There's a lot of words.
and it's like, okay, why is it okay for a a live living to show themselves off, but you can't do that with a fictional character who isn't real.
Yeah,
Let's
but
be
somehow we still find ways to complain about it.
right, because it's like, oh, that's how you do women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely not. I mean,
What are you
can't.
supporting the rape culture? Like, wow. Like, come on.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I can't speak for everybody who does stuff like that, because there are people who oh, women should wear this,
Mm-hmm.
that's them. I'm not them. I can't speak for them. But like me personally, not I'm usually attracted to the ones who actually wear freaking clothes.
Mm-hmm. But I also don't really appreciate people that go out of their way to instigate them either, just to poke the bear. Because I saw that one guy, he goes out in public and he's like, um, my opinion is this, change my mind. I forget his
Oh
name.
yeah,
He's a radio show
yeah.
host.
I've actually, that's a meme now.
Yep, that was there's only
That's a
two
meme.
genders, change my mind. There's no such thing as rape culture, change my mind. That guy.
Yeah, I know now.
Yep. And I'm like, okay, good for you. I'm
Like,
sure that'll definitely get you some attention. That is for sure. There's
it's
that
just
one
like
girl at the end of the two genders one where she like legit like touched him and then flipped him off. It was like, okay.
it's just like I think, because I know they were making a big deal about this. I guess in social media, I don't really pay attention to that stuff that much, but it was like
No.
all over like feed. But it was like what was it? Comedian Kevin Hart
Yep.
for old tweets.
But yeah, he's not hosting the Oscars anymore because of it,
I
from what I saw.
yeah,
So
tweet,
so right now the Oscars have no host.
which is a shame, because I was like, wow. I was like, apparently people's opinions don't change, because he exactly said that.
Yep.
So people's opinions don't change. I don't know what to tell you. I was like,
Hmm.
I'm kind of glad, because he didn't apologize for those comments, because guilty if
Hmm.
he like,
That's
oh,
his opinion.
that doesn't mean that's how he still feels. Those were before he was even famous, but
Right.
those old tweets. So
Yep.
that's the reason why, like, I I wouldn't even want to be famous like that, because say stuff like that,
Yeah.
there is no there is no telling, because
They'll dig up whatever they can.
right, because I was like, they got him when he was kind of in his peak.
Hmm.
Not the biggest fan of him like I used to be. The stand ups, I don't really care much of him being like in movies,
Hmm.
like in movies like that. But like I was a big fan of his stand up when he was first coming up. Like I was like, wow.
Mm-hmm. Like Will
But
Smith being in the YouTube Rewind.
man, well, at the same time, I'm like, what did they expect? Do you really expect them to like highlight, the YouTubers that are actually that put effort in their videos?
No.
Not saying that the people that are there don't, but it's clearly there are a lot more hardworking people that aren't getting recognition.
That's true.
Yo, so, I mean, there's a lot of unsung heroes that are barely, that haven't even hit 1 million. There are some, honestly, at 2 mil. I mean, 200.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know. It's so many like talented people. I just feel like they don't get. When I say that, I'm talking about you as well, Derpy.
Oh, really? Oh, thanks.
That's the reason I mentioned like that are under like the 100 part,
Mm-hmm.
200 or 300.
I'm sure if you stream more, it'd be
Okay,
really awesome.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, is like long behind.
Mm-hmm. But your
Uh,
career's not like dead or anything. You can definitely come back.
yeah, yeah, I know. I'm not saying like I'm done with YouTube, but like as far as like,
Psh, I'm done with
I'll,
YouTube. I've long moved to Twitch.
like I'll be honest, like I do want to come to Twitch, but the only thing I would do on YouTube is just like post. You know how Maximilian does, where he posts like parts and bits of streams every now and then,
Yeah.
or stuff that he does. I do probably like that for YouTube. I wouldn't like feel like I think we were even talking about this. I feel like the others need to step out of that bubble
Mm-hmm.
or the Twitch. Because I enjoy Twitch. I was looking at your stream. I was looking at streams that went on yesterday. NEC,
Mm-hmm.
your stream. I want to say it was, I think, Running Wild. He usually streams Fatal Fury.
Nice.
And, um, thumbs up because there was nothing entertaining about that except for the grand finals because in the Abigail in grand finals.
Oh yeah. So
Enough to
that's
make
what
me watch.
happened.
Not enough to watch, but it was still interesting.
Right. It's definitely hard to make that, you know, interesting.
It really is. It's because maybe it's like my bias for that game because I just can't. Props, I'm sorry.
I mean, even the reveal was just like subpar. It's like, really? Kage? I mean,
I'm gonna be honest,
cool,
like
but
when
no.
he after that trailer, everybody sold out of them when he asked them like, "What'd you guys think?" They gave like golf claps. I'm pretty sure they were probably more hype in the live reactions.
Bro, they were like demanding more. They were like, we want it now. We want more characters. Give us more. I could tell that from the audience. They were
Mm-hmm.
yeah, shouting some stuff out like they were a bunch of kids.
It's odd because when you're coming off the heels of that trailer from Arcade Edition, yeah, I mean even Tekken airs. I think it's someone else who did it. I think Arc System when they did their whole thing, they announced that Grand Blue
Hmm.
to me just looks like just so I'm
It looks blah. It looks like
yeah.
the Phantom Breaker fighting game, which even though I like Phantom Breaker as a series, um, that fighting game doesn't do it much justice. So that's why I went to Battlegrounds instead.
Right, because I wanted to say like I'm a weeb, and even I think this game looks trash.
Right.
Oh, it's a pretty looking game.
Yeah.
I, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's just weird.
I'm not. I said all the games you could have like. Oh, well, why that? I understand it. It does have a following.
It does, yeah.
It's a mobile game, I think. It's what.
I mean, they've already I mean, Sword Art Online's already been done in a way. So I guess they wanted to try something new. So Grand Blue is one way to do it.
Sword Art, come on, Derps. Please.
Hey, what was it? Bundo Fighting Climax or whatever. I actually like that game. I just have never played it.
But see, that was made from the Melty Blood crew. That ain't Arc System, so that's different.
It's.
Like, you know, was it Unio is like from that same crew as well.
Right.
The Melty Blood crew. But like that's Team Red, the one that make those games that look like that. Cause it kind of looks in style of Dragon Ball Fighter, just like it ain't gonna be nearly as hype.
Well, then I want more Type Moon stuff.
Please, Type Moon. What they call themselves, French bread? Please,
French bread.
give us something.
Yeah, because that's what I'd be waiting for.
Want another one of those? I don't want, because I know that game with Iori as a guest character, that's from the same team that made Arcana Hearts. That's interesting. I mean, and which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, I enjoy Dragon Ball Fighters. Like I learned stuff because I used to get beat in that game so bad. But
Which game?
Fighters, I used to get. I understand. Like I used to get beat in that game so bad by my cousins in Dark King.
Oh, and Dragon Ball Fighters.
Make sure you're subscribed. See you tomorrow.
It took me a while to kind of get used to that game because like I understand like how does this stuff work? Like people are vanishing and getting away with it like nothing is punishable. And then I was kind of like, oh, okay, you just have to, because the way that's how neutral works.
When someone doesn't understand my
yeah, all right. Because I mean,
yeah, but Dragon Ball Fighters is something else though.
My first day
so weird in that game.
Yeah.
This is too many dogs.
Dude was like, now I just try to mix people up. Like I became the meta now from what I've because I like, oh, I thought I was the only person doing this. Like everybody's like using the same thing, like snapping people in and mixing them up because right there, it resets the screen anyway. That kind of ruins that out in Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah.
When the hell did this?
Like I literally had to change my whole team. I went from playing Piccolo, Tien, and Kid Buu to Goku Black, Super Saiyan Vegeta, and Kid Buu. Which is funny because when I do play people, they always try to snap in. But what they don't realize, I'm not bad with him, and he's also not. The problem is Kid Buu.
Duty in the shower.
Yeah.
I try not to, as that is pretty gross, but sometimes when I'm doing a poo in the shower,
yeah, I mean,
squeezed out.
Oh well, either because
Professor doesn't give me the answers on the final.
only character that I actually want after watching NEC yesterday is Zamasu. What they call him? Fuse Zamasu.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, that character.
Me. Well, it all
Yeah,
started
but he has a crazy mix-up thing going on, and he's kind of, they say he's kind of like Magneto, which is also cool. I was so salty I dropped that Magneto combo.
Like Magneto, but not Magneto.
Magneto function.
Reddit, Instagram.
I wonder what people were. I wonder what Capcom was saying when they saw
Joseph's friend.
the Ultimate trailer and they saw Wolverine in the trailer.
Yeah.
Could this be God himself?
No, there was a lot of like, oh, so Nintendo can use them, but Capcom can't.
Avengers Endgame trailer.
Right.
Me, YouTube win. Going back to GTA to realize you can't whistle for your car.
Now you're drawing, okay.
People
Yeah, I've been drawing.
I'm
finally getting around. I'm still getting around. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah.
Or are you gonna do it with crayons?
My wax pastel. Hopefully.
Okay.
Response from the Rona.
I thought you
It's
probably try to
imitation
like
shark
scan it and do it
made out from
digitally.
gelatinu dense cabbage.
Oh, that's gonna take too much time. I don't think I can do that in 2 days.
I don't think this video can get much worse.
It depends on how you manage your time, but
When
I
you ask them
agree
if they're
because
having a seizure, but they just
I'm not
spasm
gonna
on the
front
ground
that
instead of answering you.
deal
Right there.
is
Keep
very
your
time
secrets.
consuming.
Hippity hoppity, there
Especially
shouldn't
when
be
I used to
hoppity.
really just do that.
Yeah, because I plan to do it with
K-pop. I'm
with
gonna
on
stop
a
you right
mouse
there.
pad or mouse.
8 GB of RAM, 1 Chrome tab, task
Well,
manager.
most would use like a stylus or something, but I would be using a
When
not
your
just a
Uber
mouse.
driver makes an awful
Oh,
joke, but you
yeah, I
gotta
use a
laugh so he
stylus.
doesn't
I
kidnap
can't
your
with a
ass.
mouse. I've tried.
Okay, I don't think I've ever tried to eat 13 pounds of anything in one sitting, let alone cake. But what's up?
Mario Kart
Welcome
Wheels
back.
Oh,
Blaze,
what's up, folks?
Fast and the Furious movie franchise. I was today years old when I
I
realized
mean, like
that there's an
pound cake or
actual
just
fox in the Lizard
13
Fire
pounds
Fox logo.
cake?
13 pounds of cake.
Are
That's
you
what
a
they
fucker
said.
more an LOL?
Ooh.
How I wonder
Oak,
when
I
you
met
realized
in
it's called
my
Happy
Black Ops
Bomb
4
Bombs.
stream.
If you stack
I
it
think
up,
they
it looks like
rated me during that one.
I
It's awesome.
I
remember
was
that.
today years
Yeah.
At first, I thought you were gonna say
Pearl Harbor had to be an
that
inside
was the
job. No chance a Japanese plane could have flown
guy
this
who
far in
broke your
1941.
your ear.
Broke my ear.
It can't go the other way.
Yeah.
That's not ear. That's not what I meant to say. But destroyed your eardrums was what I meant to say.
No, I think that was the other
I
person.
don't like to abuse animals.
Oh, I
so
met
you're
them
gonna let
before the
millions
Black
of
Ops 4
people
stream.
starve.
Oh, okay.
Teacher,
I do remember
why
him
don't
rating
sit with
you
the girl
on,
over there? Me, but girls are dumb.
I think
Student
they just
destroys
followed
feminist
me.
teacher with
Somebody
violence.
else rated me. I don't know.
My history finals. Epic rap battles of history. My finger is sweaty. My fingerprint scanner.
never
I don't know
was
you anymore.
Oh
Me,
man.
I'll do it at 6. Time.
Yeah, these are awesome.
6:05. Me.
This
wow,
one was
looks
released
like I got
16
to
hours
work
ago.
at 7 now.
Very nice.
Watches war movie. No reaction when thousands of people die in the battle. Horse
I just
dies.
don't remember when I met you, Oak.
So why do you want to work for our company? Me.
Like, have you met me? My memory is awful.
I mean, I see him in the chat, you know, so I know like he's a regular here.
Right.
He's not like unfamiliar.
Mm-hmm.
One kid zipping up his backpack. The entire
Oh,
class
really?
has yet to pack up. I want you to leave me the fuck alone.
Well, I'm sorry, Tazzy.
When a second grader sees that their name is in a math problem, applaud
Oh.
my supreme power.
His face.
Yeah.
The greatest
Nazis
sees that
super
the name
weapons that
in the
cold
math
had won
problem.
World War II.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine getting
Minecraft.
jumped by some Oompa Loompas and one of them yells Oompa Loompa to the others. Turn his ass into chocolate. When your girlfriend tells you she's got something tasty.
Oh, wow,
and
a new
starts
subscriber.
taking her clothes off,
Ruby,
but
thank you.
actually wanted food. Chef Ramsay feel happy. When someone tells me to do
Girlfriend
something
feels-
I was already planning on doing.
These are Discord friends I know from,
This
like,
is my
Art
biggest
and
peeve,
Pony and
the
stuff.
guest.
Nice,
Science
nice.
fact. It is
Mhm.
impossible
Hey, look,
for a
I'm-
man to use a tape measure without
I'm
first
welcoming
seeing how
to
far they can
anyone who
extend it
comes
before
in.
it collapses
Absolutely.
under its own weight.
I'm a very accepting person here. That's why, like, I don't even do any of the banning.
How's your semester going? Me. Smile through
Usually.
the-
Part time. I rarely have the time.
When you make eye
I
contact
rarely
with
time
someone
anybody
through
on
the
your
store
stream. I
doors.
always joke about it.
I don't think I've timed anyone out yet.
Getting mugged.
I think the
Just
only
saying.
person
Your
I
robber
think
legally
I've only
cannot
had
take
time
any of
2
your
people out.
possessions without your consent.
In
Lego
UEM, that's
Jewel,
about it.
Lego Jewel,
Oh,
Lego
yeah.
Jewel, Lego Jewel.
But that's
Yeah.
UEM. That's not
Yeah.
mine.
Humans
UEM gets all
invent
the
microscope.
the cancer on YouTube.
Right.
Anti-vax
Yep.
moms, responsible
Especially when you
for
put
the
Shadow
virus,
Fox on
not
stream.
giving shots to babies.
Right.
It's like he's a magnet for cancer.
This variant of the
Like
golden
Bill.
tail
That's
slash
why, like, he
bastard
can't
moray
even
is
catch
known
a
as the
break.
banana reel due to
He
its
kinda brings it
coloration
on
of
himself.
markings resembling a right
He
arm.
does.
Sorry, the one.
Like I said, he's a magnet.
Scientist, let's call you the golden tail banana reel. Bites scientist, scientist. Okay, motherfucker, new
Like
idea. Impressing the ladies in 1972.
you gotta capture card because,
Impressing the
like I
latest
said, like your
2018.
virtual frames are gonna look 10 times better. Not saying that they
White people when
weren't bad, you
November
know,
comes on.
they were bad, but they'll look 10 times better because you don't have to worry
Ah,
about,
look,
you
how
know,
my grandma sees me.
the extra stuff that you might have to go, that
When
you
you
probably
meet
had to go
somebody with
through
the
a
same name
remote
as
play
you.
or whatever it's called for Xbox.
Oh yeah.
When your girl admits to cheating on you for the past 3 weeks, but
Wait,
you've
what
been
about
cheating on
Xbox?
her for 7 months.
I said, you know, you having a capture card now for that
Too slow
stuff.
with
That's
finger
what I meant.
guns.
Oh right.
Another young actor's life destroyed by drugs and alcohol.
And I won't have to like stream twice off of it like PS4.
Synthetic stock. Whole stock.
Just remember streaming.
Maybe the Grinch
PS4
would be
is just
nicer if
so.
every 5 minutes
This
a
is
dude
all,
wasn't singing
like even with
songs about
PS3,
what
they
a
had that
piece of
same
shit he
problem where,
is.
like, and where you
If there is
can't
no
like
God, then explain
capture
this
our
atheist.
videos if you're using the
My doctor,
HDMI
mother
capture
answering
card because of
questions
the
for me.
HDCP
When a cop is
encryption.
behind you and you've literally
Yeah.
done
Very
nothing
dumb thing
illegal,
for you
but
to add in
still
your
feel like a
console.
criminal.
Mm-hmm.
My
And it
brother
really
found
sucks
this
for
at a
people
flea
who actually
market.
use that as, you know, their mainstream because
When you didn't want to have kids,
they
but
often
it's
block
too late
out,
for
you
an
know,
abortion, so you
cutscenes, which
decide to just not
is
get
unfortunate.
vaccinated. Modern problems
Yeah.
require modern solutions.
I mean, I understand it
Peekaboo,
though, you know.
7-year-old. They
If I
are
was
still there just hiding behind their
Hollywood
hands.
gets
2-year-old. Actually, quantum mechanics
make
forbids
some lawsuits
this.
for that. I don't know because
Teacher,
I remember
things she
when
didn't
Persona
explain
5 came
during the
out, they were making a
lessons.
big deal
Test.
about that. Like,
When you're playing Hangman and
Oh,
don't
people
want
streaming
to
it?
E.
not so much
When you
streaming
can't
it.
afford to buy your son
The
condoms, so you
cutscenes
just
of
make
what
him pay
they were
Fortnite.
telling the
Modern
fans
problems
like,
require modern solutions.
don't stream those cutscenes.
God of
Like the
War
anime cutscenes, don't stream
exists.
those.
Spider-Man
Yeah, that's what I meant.
exists.
It
Yeah.
was only
Dead
those
Redemption
cutscenes though, like at
also
the end.
exists. Fortnite,
It's like, oh,
Games Game of the
can't
Year.
spoil it or
Seeds
we're
got
gonna
left
flag
as
you.
cursed land long ago.
I'm like,
I mean-
okay, I see you, Atlas.
Anti-vaxxers when they find out
Like,
that
I'm
Looking
like,
out for the
I-
people that don't want the
their
spoilers,
child's
but
hair. I'm the
alright.
last person I would
I
have
mean, I
suspected, but it
respect
was
that,
the
you
older
know, in a
type.
way. At least they weren't like, oh, you
Never
know,
give
oh,
up
we're
on
just gonna
someone with a mental
flag you.
illness. When
No,
I've
they ain't like
replaced
Nintendo.
my
They kind of
illness
want to
becomes wellness.
keep you
Sounds
up front.
like
Because they even told
communist propaganda, but okay.
GSP that, and he was
When
like,
you remove the
so
caption
Atlas
from
is,
your image,
you know,
so
filed a
Instagram
lawsuit
pages
against
can't
me
repost because their normie followers
for
won't get
you
them.
doing the opposite of what they told you not to do.
Left side
You're
of
right.
boat, right side of boat, flex tape.
I mean,
mean,
they
I'm-
warned
Past
you.
survival guides, Bear Grylls.
Unless they just did not read it.
Actually, so I kind of want to stream Twilight Prince, not stream, but just walkthrough while, you know, just cut through like the longer bits because I don't want to do like now like people's attention spans aren't the same as they used to be.
Right.
Or video of a guy going through the exact same areas, you know, that they're stuck at. They want to see like, oh, how did you get there? Like, what is the funny thing that you can do? Oh, millennial humor, you know, and that. And all
Yeah.
that goodness.
Millennial humor. I like how accurate that
Pretty
is. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. And Twilight Princess is a slow game in comparison to a lot of the games nowadays.
And plus, like, even with Skyward Sword, you know, that's one of my personal favorite Zelda that came out in a while.
Mm-hmm. That
But
one was
that-
always like a weirder one for me, just from like
I
the
like it.
concept of it.
I like it because of the art style mainly.
But I like it like I like Super Mario Sunshine.
It
'Cause,
makes sense.
yeah, it's got like an interesting concept to it that's kind of odd, but it pulls it off well.
It is, and I'm not gonna lie, some of the boss fights are just impressive to me because it's two bosses in that game that remind me like it's like something out of Wind Waker.
Mm-hmm.
I know,
The Shining Sword thing reminds me a lot of Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh yeah, when I first saw Demise, Oma, the
What?
final boss. He's the final boss in Skyward Sword, and if you look at him, and you look at Oni Akuma, they look exactly alike.
Really?
I'm not a duck.
Yeah. Yeah, Tazzie's is all about them ducks. And mangoes. Because she's a bat. I wonder if they're still around.
A good Daffy impression.
Yeah. I know I can't pull one off.
I really can. I've tried so many times. I even looked at tutorials, and every time I try, I end up saying that six, and I'm like, wow, I sound like Basil Goose asking, do you want to see a stamp collection?
Oh, I see. Taz is playing more Battlefield 5.
I
Awesome.
know it.
Yeah. I heard from Jalen that Battlefield 5 is awesome. And I've seen gameplay and I'm like, yep, that's about what I expected. It's really good.
It's seeming like these shooters, maybe it's the normie in me speaking, but those shooters actually remember the ones that came out prior to them.
Mhm. I mean, I
Oh,
still miss Bad Company 2. And that Vietnam expansion was nice too. But yeah, I am one of those people that don't mind the new games at all.
It was like that. It was that kind of bias towards me because when I saw like these old blocks, I was like, man, these doesn't look. I didn't do anything for me, but like I see this new one that you're playing, I was like, wow, they actually made this one because it looks fun. I saw even Max was even enjoying it
Oh yeah,
because
it's
you
like
know,
it brought back his love for Call of Duty.
hey, because I felt like for me, like I tried Black Ops, just wasn't really into it.
That
'Cause,
is
I came
completely
from like,
fair. I started out that way too, and I still am kind of just about it. And the people that I talk to in the game, they're also about it because they're just, it doesn't feel like enough.
and like, wow, this looks good. Looks good, looks fun to play. Like the first one that if I had the money, I would buy it right now. Even Red Dead Redemption 2. While I'm not way behind on the Red Dead games, because I only play like the Revolver, Red Dead Revolver back on the Xbox.
Oh really? I didn't actually know that was a thing, to be honest.
Yeah, that wasn't like heavily promoted as like Red Dead is now.
Oh, certainly not.
My I think my favorite Grand Theft Auto is Grand Theft Auto 4. Five is
Oh,
was
for
all
sure.
right. Five is all right, but like
Yeah, it doesn't have the same feel as 4 does. I actually feel attached to Nico Bellic, unlike these
Same
three
here.
others.
It's too much of the same because they all feel like they're supposed to be filling for other characters from past GTA. I'm not feeling that.
Right.
And I like and I do like the seven. Was it the 70s, the 80s vibe, or it is my personal favorite.
Mm. Oh well, Saints Row will still be my favorite series for that.
Yeah, I like now Saints Row. Still place in my heart because it kind of brought back the joy of what I liked about the older Grand Theft Auto games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I always have liked Saints Row. I actually been playing Saints Row 4, enjoying it because after watching you playing Saints Row 2, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah. Speaking of Saints Row 2, I wonder where Dyson's been.
I think they took a break because Shadow Fox was sick.
Yeah, that's fair.
I know they have
Shit.
not
I mean, that's more reason for Dyson to take over.
at all. I don't think they stream none that week because I normally get like some sort of like notification when they stream.
Mm-hmm.
I think even because Chaz has like vlogs out now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. He even said he was giving them like a a break because I think he said he's supposed to be going to Canada next year.
Oh, wow. So he could meet
He-
Mez if he really wanted to.
And he's actually, I think he's doing work for the shoe, well, the company Puma.
Oh, really? Awesome. That's good for
That's
him.
pretty awesome. I was like, yo, I respect that. That's a hustle. I respect that hustle, man.
For sure.
Really do. Cause I'm like, he does seem like he's like the one that keeps the stream up and
Yeah.
afloat.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that they behind the scenes, not on the stream, but the technical aspects of it. From what I've
Yeah. Because when he's on a game, sometimes it kind of seems like he hates life.
oh, if it's a fighting game,
Yeah, for sure.
but it's kind of like he's a baby rage version of me in fighting games. That's all I'm gonna say. Baby,
Chaz.
I mean, I'm not gonna front. I was like, I'm pretty sure you knew.
Oh, what about?
Salty off
This-
those first couple of matches in Marvel.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
Oh my! Like I couldn't get mad because I'm used to that stuff in that game anyway.
Right. Shadow
Really,
Fox,
dude.
though. It was like his first time playing it again. He threw down the controller, crossed his arms, and he was just done.
He's done that a few times in Dragon Ball Fighters against Dark King. I've seen him do that a few times in there too.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's
But Dark King plays like a loon, though.
Dark. The only thing is, Dark King will surprise you. He's kind of like that one that I think
He's like a wild card. Like a draw 4.
I think they call him a Yop.
Hey, yup.
Something that Yipsnum would say, like, or a Daywalker. He has none of the weaknesses. I think that was a Blade reference, which I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really get, but I understood what he meant when he said it. Like I didn't watch a lot of those Blade movies back in the early 2000s and whatnot. The movies with Wesley Snipes, I didn't watch those.
I actually kind of did. I know that blood rave scene will always be legendary.
Just like what was it? The Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. One I didn't care. I saw part like I stopped watching the second one in the middle, and then I looked at the third one. I said, "What is this? What are you doing?" I didn't.
I heard Homecoming was awful, like in its own way.
Yeah, I mean I heard a mixed thing because people said the same about the second the Amazing Spider-Man 2. I don't know with those movies because like feel like they're all supposed to be retellings, but like they're not doing a good job in a way.
I just like I said, in their own special way, they're bad, but I don't think they're all bad. They're just the way that they take that direction is just weird.
Call me crazy. I actually enjoyed the Tim Burton Batman movies.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool, actually.
I love them. I think what was it? Batman. I think it started at Batman Returns. Yeah.
Was that like a Batman played by Adam West?
Kilmer, or I think with Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton.
Oh, nice.
And then I think Batman Forever was and Batman and Robin, which is kind of because I like it. Kind of it's not bad. It's kind of goofy. That one had George Clooney, Chris O'Donnell, and I think the name of the lady that played Sabrina, I think Melissa Joan Hart. I think that was her.
Yeah, dude, I'm lost on names.
You do remember Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Yeah, I at least remember that.
The cat Salem.
I heard that show is actually no. That's not the one
They-
I'm thinking of.
yeah,
I'm
they
thinking
got- they
of
do-
Buffy the Vampire
they-
Slayer.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yep. And how she was in Call of Duty. That was pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, she was in Batman.
Hmm.
I think she was Batgirl in Batman.
Really?
Oh, I don't. No. Crap. Who was that as Batgirl in Batman and Robin? A second. I'm sorry. I gotta.
Yeah, you might need to look it up.
A memory.
Telling you, there's so many names that there's no way I'm remembering.
Dude, so many like people that like were in these movies.
Mm-hmm.
I think you know who Danny Trejo is. He was Bane.
He was also in Call of Duty.
Of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger was Mr. Freeze.
Mm-hmm.
Thurman from the Kill Bill movie. She was Poison Ivy.
Nice.
Tommy Lee Jones was Two-Face.
Hmm.
The Joker with Jim Carrey was the Penguin.
Wow.
That's like an all-star cast, bro.
Yeah, that is. Everyone is here.
Right? I was like, oh, okay, that movie, okay. Batman and Robin was Joe Schumacher. Okay, that makes sense.
Hmm.
Oh, that was Alicia Silverstone that was in that one. Okay.
Hmm.
I was like, because I'm like, they don't look alike. Okay, and forever. With Joel Schumacher too, so I think Batman Returns was the Tim Burton one.
Hmm.
Probably thinking of the wrong movie. Batman Returns was the Tim Burton one, yeah.
Hmm.
I remember really enjoying that one. And have some input for Batman. It just wasn't the director because they just wanted to attract a younger audience. That makes sense because it was a bit lighter than Return. Return did feel a bit darker.
Mm-hmm.
We're moving on with this superhero dribble.
Yeah, I wish I could say I was this attached, but no.
I'm just, speaking from like childhood. That's the only reason. Because my dad would take us like these drive-in and the theater to see these movies.
Yeah, no need to be sorry about it.
Oh man, I love Tomodachi Life.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
Mm-hmm. I just remember what I saw on Vine Sauces. He had all the fun on that.
Right. I remember creating like Hank Hill and Dashi.
Nice.
They're evicting Baka from his home. I was like, wait a minute. And there was like a Me RPG or something like that. I forget that one. That was pretty cool too.
Hmm.
It has like the same.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, that Me RPG had like the biggest meme with the twerk turkey.
I still remember like this one guy watched Space Hamster. He had like Snoop Dogg is like I guess the savior of his story. I was like, what?
Nice.
So, man, right there, those super robot games.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Super Robot Wars L.
a lot of those, but there is so much. Shoot, that's like a licensing clusterfuck with that.
Hmm.
I'm still surprised they ever got what's that game? J Stars because of the licensing. the licensing conundrum with that.
Yep. They find ways though, I guess.
I had fun with that game, but you know, it ain't something that I enjoyed that much. Except that time we played with Moving Lord, that was fun.
Oh, with the J Stars, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was fun. I kind of wish me and you were on teams.
Yeah. Would have been
I
nice.
had a good partner. I had a good partner.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing compared to me, because I was just like, I know combos, but I know you can't extend them. So, all thing I just did was like, I'll just use Madara's Meteor nonsense.
Hmm.
That was fun for the time, but it was like, wow, Baka, you're actually good at this. That shit game. That was like my first response. Of course, I'm good at bad games. I can't.
It's you got to be good at something, I guess, whether it's a
Right.
good or a bad game.
True that. True that.
So might as well gloat where they have the skill to actually play something.
But that game, I was like, I don't even like that game, to be honest. I remember just buying it because it was like cheap, and I just wanted to see the kind of stuff you can do in it. But
I'm not gonna
because I
lie,
was seeing like,
it looked very interesting, and I just the fact that Bobobo was in it just made it like way better.
right, I just used to see like videos of like people used to do like broken stuff. I think they even had to patch that game. They were like, no, we don't. We're this that isn't that. They were like, this isn't that kind of game. We're not gonna have that. You be able to do that because it was like some kind of weird loop that Pegasus, uh, the guy with the frizzy brown hair and the red and silver armor,
Hmm.
like this kind of weird infinite. That they were like, oh no, we're patching every broken thing we find. We're gonna patch it.
Yeah,
Like, so
that's
like people were like show,
it's kind of impossible with that game.
like, so like people were like, oh, we're gonna try to do the same thing with that My Hero game. They were like, nope, because the way that infinite works is that it resets you, and I think that's like stage specific anyway. And I was like, still want to play this game. However, I was like, I don't mind a game being broken. I think it's probably because we come from an era where there weren't patches for games.
Hmm. I mean, there's always damage decay, and even the Hokuto no Ken fighting game had it. You would just sit there and watch a combo go for like 50 seconds, and then you get to play again.
That was a good kind of game. I said broken, and I love it.
Yeah,
And
there's nothing
that's how
wrong with broken.
I said that's kind of how I want Dragon Ball Fighters to eventually become.
Hmm.
But I kind of know where the meta is going because it's showing up now.
Right.
It's
And
like,
there's 100% combos in that game too, so
oh yeah.
there's enough you can do.
But the funny thing is, like all of the good characters, Derps was playing them before anybody. In Gohan, Goten, we were playing all of them before that
Yep.
hype train.
Yeah.
Was with them.
They're just great characters,
Hey, that's one of the few games where I don't mind playing a small character because it doesn't feel like
Not like Budokai.
right.
It's not like terribly unbalanced or anything. You can still do full combos on people.
Luke has heavily unbalanced because I mean I've seen the broken stuff you can do in that game is crazy,
Yep.
and people are like ever
I was
seen.
I actually felt bad for anyone that was on the receiving end of my Great Saiyan man.
I felt bad for anyone who had to deal with those crazy Yamcha loops that I saw
Oh
because like I
shit.
didn't. One I kind of played that I kind of felt was broken was the Ultimate Ninja games on PlayStation 2.
Hmm.
Sakura, she was kind of ridiculous, but I always used Kakashi because I was like, I ain't using this. Stupid. I'm this stupid girl. I mean, that was like when I was really into Naruto. Like if anybody said something bad about Naruto, I was like, "Oh, you're not giving it a chance." Oh, I was like,
What was this, Clash Ninja 1? Or
Ultimate
beyond that?
Ninja on
Oh, Ultimate
Ultimate
Ninja.
Ninja Storm. This was actually played like a fighting game.
Yeah, I was like way delved in Clash of Ninja, but
Clash of Ninja is so fun though.
it is. And I actually really like the Wii game too, but I did play Ultimate Ninja 3 and 4 though. And they were fun. The most that I had fun about it was just getting those cutscenes really.
I'll be honest, like the only one that I like with Ultimate Ninja Storm was 2.
Hmm.
I think that was like the best one because it had like that was like the first time like you seen like, oh, these are really good cutscenes and all that. And
Was that the one with Lars, or was
yeah,
that
the
3?
one with Lars. Yep,
Wow.
that was the one with Lars.
Yeah, that's not how you know it's good.
Right. That's the only one that like some of everyone wasn't really like who gave up after the rest of the games like know about because I was like that was and it had a good soundtrack too.
I don't doubt it.
But like the other ones, I was like it's the same thing over and over.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty game, but that's just it. It's just a pretty game. It's not.
And looks ain't everything.
Exactly. That's why I was saying about Street Fighter Five. I was like, Street Fighter Five is like a pretty girl in a room with no personality. Yeah, she's pretty. Let me stop. So you're judging her because of her personality, not because of her body.
She's got a beautiful personality. No.
I know she doesn't have a personality at all. She's just pretty.
Okay,
what I
would
said
you
about Street.
stop looking at her tits while you're saying that?
Right. That's what I was saying about Street Fighter 5. I'm like, it's a nice looking game, but boring. I'm sorry. And there are now. Don't get me wrong. There have been good matches, especially like worker this year that I wouldn't shut up about. I even posted it in the Redux Boys with infiltration before the whole stupidity happened with him.
Oh, with the domestic violence.
I don't. Man, I kind of lost respect for him after that. And he was actually made me want to learn different characters and trying to stick with work for me.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, it's like I don't really hold that against them though because that's still separate from their fighting game career.
I mean, but
like,
it's
like Mr. Child Toucher himself, but he has a legacy still.
yeah, but
Bill Cosby, in his own way, I still respect him.
I mean, but all people I feel like that are judging him are like people that didn't grow up with like him. That's what I think. Cause like we don't remember that. We don't remember this Cosby. That's the thing.
Right.
But I'm gonna say as a person, not as a gamer, but like I kind of love because he seemed like infiltration at Evo, and he was like steamrolling through somebody like Daigo.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh man, we got a freaking robot because he just seemed like a machine.
No, I've seen the real infiltration. Like if you've seen him on Cross Counter TV and all of that, he's a loon. Like he's a little goofball.
Like when the years like kept going by, you saw a personality with this guy. I was like, oh, I like this guy.
Right.
A lot of players that
but he's also an asshole, which is kind of what people like about him.
Yeah, because I'm like, I seen him do like, I remember he was on Alpha Rad stream.
Oh wow.
I mean Alpha Rad's video because he got to play with like people that were a part of the team they were playing. Like every time infiltration beat him in Street Fighter 5, it would always be at 69 seconds. I was like, why do I find that so funny?
it's just
stupid.
because he's so immature about it sometimes. Like that's that
And
child
I'm
side
like,
of him showing, you know.
hey, cause I was like, I can like this, like I can like him, cause with him and Shan, like, like I guess like if you when you first saw Infiltration, you just like most people just know him as a Kuma player.
Hmm.
I knew Infiltration one player, and I was
Uh,
like, yo, this guy's awesome.
oh, Hakan.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
then when I saw Shin, I was like, yo, this man is making that old man work.
Hmm.
Like he's not like the best character in that game.
No, for sure not.
He made that old man work. So I was like, yo, I respect Shin for that.
Yeah, he can surprise you. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's a chill dude too. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, even more so that he was in that Mugen tournament recently as well.
I, I respect that to see people in like the Mugen tournaments at Combo Breaker. That's awesome. I can't wait to the next Combo Breaker. That's the only tournament outside of Evo that I kind of look forward to because
Yeah, that shit is just pure
Evo
hype.
always.
It doesn't even need like a prize pool or anything. It's just hype.
I remember when Mortal Kombat 10 came out, like the tournament for that, and that was like, people were still like, they were still in debate whether or not Sonic Fox is legit or not. They're like, oh, he's only good at NetherRealm games, and
What, MKX?
uh,
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely.
they were still
Because
on
he
the
was
fence with
always picking those jobber characters that he just finds like really
him.
good, especially Aaron
Exactly.
Black and stuff.
Like, I like Shadow Fox. This of,
Shadow Fox or Sonic Fox?
Sonic, Sonic Fox. Shadow Fox is alright, I guess.
He's okay. Yeah,
Weird,
Sonic
but
Fox, I have mixed
like
feelings about him. Even as a
he,
furry and a gay and all that, I still have mixed
cause
feelings about him.
because when I saw what he said at the awards, I was like, yeah, this is why you don't give people a live mic on national television.
Mm.
I think that did
This is
air
why
on
you need
certain.
a script.
Like I said, tell him what he can't say because he cursed.
Hmm.
He said, "Oh, I'm everything a Republican hates."
Yep, he brought up politics. That was
And
a
my
huge mistake.
I was like, "Who cares? Who
Right,
cares?
right,
You're a gamer. Who cares?"
right. He could have just said thank you for the award in his furry costume, and left, and that would be enough said.
He said, "Furry, I'm gay. I'm pretty much everything a Republican hates." I'm like, nobody
You really
said
just
nothing about that.
you just went there for no reason. You
So
just
I'm like,
wanted to trigger people.
seemed like when he came out, nobody in that crowd even knew who he was.
Right. And now they do. Just because of that.
Like I said, the sad part is like the FGC has always still been a small margin in gaming.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And
esports,
Sonic Fox always got to take it to a whole nother level.
right? Because I mean, heard that he does block people that kind of disagree with him. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know how how much truth.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah,
But the extent of as connected as I am to him is in the Them's Fighting Herds Discord, and that's about it.
like somebody I would have wished ever won that was Knuckle.
Hmm.
I think Knuckle is kind of seems like he has some. He's kind of like a loner from what I know. Cause he's like when I used to go to his streams, he was very chill, mellow, speak to everybody,
Hmm.
do like music requests and everything. He was like chill. But I was like, and that was like when I loved Gal back in Street Fighter 4. That was the reason why outside of Daigo that I kind of respect because like that's who they played. They they didn't try to
Wait,
pick someone.
4 or 5?
But when he when he was streaming, it was in 4. and it was before I think he got top 8 that year, but he was like really chill, man.
Mm-hmm.
But like I always got a vibe of like I wonder does he have some sort of anxiety? Because like I see how he kind of interacts. I don't know, if that's just me just reaching. It probably is. But he
Mm-hmm.
just doesn't seem like he's just because he's always just kind of to himself. But he's a cool guy, humble.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of what you think of Gal or not, I like Gal because he's a family man.
Well, regardless of what Knuckle Dude does, like like what he says about his opponents in public, anyways,
I think
just
that's
to
just I think
create publicity.
that's the only thing I like notice him doing because I notice how he does one in particular, Smug.
Mm-hmm. He said
Oh,
it was either, yeah, I think it was Smug. He was just like, "Oh, East Coast is free."
right, that was so funny.
Yeah, I'm like, yes, this is definitely for publicity. It wouldn't be fun otherwise if he wasn't starting some shit.
Right, because I was like, I said, he's like, that's the only place he mainly gives like crap to is Smug. But
Mm-hmm.
Smug, I can say about Smug is like, I'm shocked he has not won. He has not won a major yet.
No,
Yeah,
it's because of that players like that Ryu player that one
right.
other day. He just got completely bodied at the end.
Cause it's like, you know, play him online. This guy is untouchable.
Yeah,
It's like,
but like online and local, very different.
hey, because when I first saw that Dudley online, I was like, be able to do that in tournament. Then see this guy in tournaments. Like, this is back when I was really like watching Team Spooky streams like next level. He was coming in destroying people. I remember at one point, like, the infamous Sanford Kelly and that
Mm-hmm.
stick.
Yep.
He did not like Smug because he just felt like Smug was like, I was like, no, he's just the new school. He's the new blood. You just gotta welcome him in.
Mm-hmm. He's a kid. Okay,
Right. But
Brad.
even he doesn't like have Sanford Kelly. I don't blame him.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Rico Suave. That legendary moment.
man, Rico Suave Abel was amazing.
It was.
It really was because I remember like I remember when he put I forget what major it was, but I remember he put. I mean, not any Adon, but Gamer Beats Adon and Loser. Man, the crowd was going crazy, and he did not. I don't even think he popped off. He just shook his hand and just, did a little, fist pump to himself.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, that is a serious player right there.
But like, and I think for him, I think after he won Evo and Killer Instinct, he just kind of like got my Evo trophy, so I'm good.
Hmm.
That's cool.
That's respectable.
I remember the guy before him that won. I think it was JDCR, not CD Junior. Yeah, that's his name. Because I
Mm-hmm.
know people get those two confused. I'm one of them. I mean, he
Mm.
won Killer Instinct the first year. That was when Justin Wong was like destroying people with Saber Wolf and Killer Instinct.
Well, I know
Yeah,
JDCR wouldn't be playing Killer Instinct. At least I don't think so.
not not JDCR. Maybe some KOF, but not. But I remember CD Junior won and he started crying. I was like, yo, I was like, I was kind of happy for him because I was like, maybe he wanted this because it didn't feel like he cried because he lost. He cried, he was crying because he won. I guess it was kind of emotional.
Well, sure.
You don't.
Despite Smash players, they get emotional, you know,
No,
as well.
yeah, no, but those guys are like they're really young too, except for what's the name? Mewtwo King. I just realized he's the same age as me.
Damn.
Born the
Yeah, but
same month.
yeah, but he actually looks his age,
I mean, he look like a pedophile.
and he still lives with his parents.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Woo!
Fucking get him right out of my Christian Roblox server.
Like you. Cause I'm like, I know he's won some majors, man, or some regionals to get some kind of bread going. Cause he's not a bad player.
No, he's not.
But where's that money going? Cause it's not going towards deodorant. I just can't get over that. They were like, hey, we ain't playing until you take a bath. I was like, what?
What?
That always gets me. I was like, how we game? No, that's how you win your matches.
Yeah, that's that mental victory.
Hey,
Like
that's
I was
that
even
mental-
in art streams and they know about that meme of Smash players not taking showers.
Cause I mean I heard about that with the anime players.
Oh wow.
I like Smash players.
Yeah, apparently Smash they made it more notorious.
Cause I mean I heard about that about the anime players. I mean, not trying to put no shade on them. A lot of them do kind of look kind of dusty.
Maybe a
I
little
ain't trying to-
greasy.
Right? I ain't trying to judge nobody. You know, play your game.
Yeah.
Just brush your teeth afterwards.
More than that, they need a full grooming.
Right. Like, and I said, all of them look like neck beards, like typical anime fans.
hmm The
I
thing is,
think-
a lot of those stereotypes are directed towards bronies too. You know, so it's no, I'm no stranger to it. That's for sure.
And that's just like, to me, it's like stereotypes are so dead. People don't even realize it
hmm
because the guys who play those games are more cleaned up compared to like when I first started, like when Persona 4 Reno came out.
hmm
A lot of those guys, like now, those guys are more cleaned up.
I just want to start shit a lot of times.
Because I do remember those guys used to be like man, you know, I used to be like, man, they kind of, I'm an anime fan myself, and I was like, well, all the time say, you like anime? I was like, yeah.
hmm
It's kind of changed now because I'm not that into it compared to like how I used to be. Well,
Well, the concept of people liking anime in America and what they look like has also changed too,
yeah.
especially nowadays. But they still have that stereotype of has to be mainstream animes like Dragon Ball Z and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no.
Right, I'm like, it doesn't have to be.
Right.
But I was like,
There's other
I-
animes, like a lot of them.
now, I mean, just look so like they look so jailbait. Like I can't really even.
It's part of the
So,
reason
like,
why I can't get into
I'll
My
see
Hero
my-
Academia. It's all about school kids. And I can't.
I like. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of like. I just stuck to the manga because I'm like, I ain't got time to be trying to keep track of this because I'm like, because I mean I like these. I just prefer. I just much rather stick to the manga because at least I can read that and kind of keep track of it.
Yeah.
You know, all these episodes are like, oh, did you see the fight? Did you watch the lead up to the fight? It was freaking boring. Yeah, I saw the fight.
Yeah. Or if you
I
didn't
feel-
see the fight, it's like, oh, well, more reason for me to not see it anymore. Thanks for
so-
spoiling it.
I agree with you on My Hero Academia because I mean I kind of lost like really care much. I kind of dropped the anime after like the first part of that season when it came back because I was like
hmm
about this stuff. I mean, it's just too much stuff that drags on for no reason.
hmm
You know, I was just like, I'm good.
For me, it just looks weird. You know,
I
they put
kind
a
of
lot of
like
stuff
it.
in it. Yeah, I mean, weird is not bad. I mean, I love panty and stocking and all that kind of stuff. That's a good kind of weird for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say I kind of like the unique art style for it.
hmm
I
The
can-
animation
I-
is great. Like, it's on point. I don't really
I-
care.
I wasn't talking about the anime. I was talking about the manga.
Oh, yeah. That too.
And I mean, that studio, that's just a good animation studio, period. It actually, one of my favorite anime, modern animes of all time, Eureka 7, which was a mecha anime, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm ashamed that I didn't watch more of that. That and Evangelion.
The sad part is I only have like the first half on DVD, like, cause I bought it before, like, I think Bandai Namco like said, "Oh, we're not in the anime business anymore."
Hmm.
I'm like, oh, that's just my response to anything when it's like, oh,
Oh, well then.
yeah,
So yeah, um, shit, lost my train of thought. Yeah, I just I didn't watch enough of that, and most of the stuff, like what I was gonna say before about My Hero Academia, most of the time I'm just looking for fan stuff. Like I just like seeing what the fans create.
same,
Because
Cause
did
I
you see
know.
that the Smash animation that
Oh
that one
yeah,
person did? Because I
yeah, I
think
saw it.
because Alpha Red I think commented on it and they were just like it's God. This is godlike.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like I always noticed, like especially like in manga in particular, it was like this one character that appeared in One Punch Man manga,
Mm,
hasn't like been animated yet. She's
right.
like she's like this track runner, but she's a superhero. So
Mm.
I said, let me go on Gale Brewer right quick. Dozens of fan art of that character. I was like, I knew it, because I was like,
As
yeah.
soon as the character is born, the internet responds.
Hey, I remember that one. I remember that one chick like had green hair and like these tonfas. Like it was so much fan art of her. And, like I didn't even know where she was from yet. I was like, who is this character? And I don't even know her name, honestly, to be honest. But I can be honest, I don't even know her name. But
Oh, the
yeah,
track runner heroine.
I think that no, not the track runner heroine I just meant, but it was like another character. Like when I was like kind of like searching stuff on Gilburu, there was a
Mm-hmm.
lot of characters. Like she has like tonfas, but she has green hair and like these kind of spirally eyes. See like tons of fan art of this character. I didn't like I said, I don't know who she is. I don't know where she's from. I was like I said, people love that character, and sometimes that's all they need, like the cool character design that kind of sticks out.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I get back in the drawing, that's exactly kind of how I want to be. I just want to have just good friends, and I actually want to be able to like describe my character, and people would be able to automatically identify who they are without me, even drawing them.
Mm-hmm.
I actually had a friend who automatically knew like one of my character designs. He even said like, "Oh, you have good character designs. You just need to probably work more on, just drawing. Because I mean, it's there. You just need to focus on it." And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Ah, I know." But,
That's kind of the common problem. That's also my problem. It's you have the character idea and it's all set in stone and everything. It's just getting to actually designing them.
because you have a design a certain way, and for me, it's mainly like just drawing the poses. Because like I want to do, people don't fully understand the line of action. That's how you kind of like,
Yeah, especially for action sequences in manga.
right?
It's that those are the hardest ones, in my opinion, because there's a lot of different unique poses
Perspectives,
now.
yeah,
Yeah, a lot of the dramatic angles of
right.
those are very key,
This is
especially if you want to keep your reader's attention.
exactly because those attention spans aren't what they used to be, especially the newer kids.
Mm-hmm.
What is this with music? Like songs aren't even, especially with hip hop in particular, songs aren't as long as they used to be. Like the song used to be like 3 to 4 minutes. Now it's barely even like. I'm like, wow, music has changed so much.
Mm-hmm. It's like Vines, but with music.
Right.
Because you can get somebody's attention with like 7 seconds of music. Something that's like meme worthy.
And then, the first thing they say, song, 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 or they need to release a full version of this. I like, this is the full version, dumbass.
And they'll still keep asking.
Right.
Like you didn't even say anything. It just bounced off like a brick wall.
Because I actually, like, I kind of started making beats for, like, my friend who, he kind of wants to be a rapper, which I'm fine with, but I just kind of want to just make music, period, because
Oh, sure.
there's all...
You don't
like
judge
you,
them
that's
for
another
their passion, you just do what you do.
I know he kind of has it where he doesn't want long songs, so he like I just asked him, how many bars do you want in this song? He's like, oh, 8. I was like, okay, I'll just make, and it kind of makes my job easier because I don't have to stretch it or break down a lot of stuff that would with like a longer song, but
Yeah, the what is it? The expectation isn't too high, so
I
you can just do whatever. And I know there's a few coworkers that I've worked with that also kind of want to do the same thing. They make their own beats and their own rap though.
want to do more than just make rap beats.
Oh sure,
I mean,
you're not just a one-trick pony. That's for sure. I mean,
I'll be honest,
your
I
art
didn't want.
I've seen is great, and I'm sure your beats are amazing. Even though I've only heard like one of them.
Yeah, well, that one was just it just randomly because I just wanted to just do something and it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. I was like, oh man, the drums aren't sinking into the right part. I was like,
Right.
but
It's experimentation for something, that's something you just wanted to make beats for.
because that's the reason I even put that whole like that vinyl behind it because I was like, because when I heard like that piano from Last Blade, it was like, wow, I could actually make a beat from that.
Mm-hmm.
Top to sample, because plus like some, it's like making beats or just people aren't making beats from video games like that unless it's like Mario or Sonic or something. And like, I'm not like digging deep into like video game music history, which is rich
Mm-hmm.
way. Because video game music is and those composers are really hard at work. I will say that.
They do. They're very creative, and it's kind of an underappreciated art.
Because I mean, people do not appreciate it like they should. There's so much.
And that's kind of more of the internet's job again to bring spotlight to it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known as much about like Rules of Nature and Super Mario Odyssey, that one song in the stage. There's a lot of examples.
Because for me, like I remember, like when I first heard, like when I realized, like when I found out who Yoshi was, I was like, "Yo, this guy is like."
Oh my god, this rip is an hour and 43 minutes long. What the hell?
I was like, "This guy's a genius," and then you realize, like, he's still making, songs for video games, and I was like, "Yo, this is crazy," and they're, they're not probably his his more defined Streets of Rage music, but I still like a lot of his newer stuff. I think a lot of his newer stuff is underrated.
Damn. Yeah, what you were saying earlier, by the way, about the beats and stuff to various songs. From a remixer's perspective, it's nothing new to me, but it's like, it will still create something new out of something old, which I think is awesome.
That's true, because like I said, vaporwave is essentially, that they're taking like old stuff and they're adding more to it.
Mm-hmm.
And doing that, they also bring in fans of like, these older songs. Like, oh, I didn't know, like, that's what that was. I didn't know that sample. The Macintosh, the na 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 na.
Yep. Yeah, I know about that.
And even like, I was like, I keep forgetting that that's from a Diana Ross song because like I didn't I don't listen to Diana. I didn't listen to Diana Ross like that.
See, I didn't even know that. It's something that you can revitalize with something new, which is awesome.
Even like now, I even was watching like videos about samples. Like they're like even rap music now they're using like anime samples for certain beats. Like I know somebody made a beat. This rapper by the name of I think it's Big Mike
Hmm.
and Big Boy from Outkast. If you don't know who, I know you know who Outkast is,
Yeah.
but I think everybody mostly knows Andre 3000 out of Outkast.
Yeah. Pretty
They
much.
made a they made a beat using a sample from a Hatsune Miku song, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that because
I
Miku's
ain't a weeb.
Weeby, but I like I like those games though.
Oh, the rhythm games. Yeah. I thought that was pretty
You know,
funny that Jason was actually playing those the other day.
because I enjoy those because to me they kind of in a way test your like button presses.
Sure.
It's like I remember the
It's kind
first
of the reason why. Well, not just because of the reason why, but Certifiable loves playing Stepmania on keyboard.
ice. Oh, certified. See, he's just a show off. Yeah, we're gonna have to ban him next time he come in the chat. I don't like show offs. Nope.
I guess so. We have a lot of people that show off, though. There's a bunch of
Yeah,
show offs in that lobby, though. Let's be honest.
right. I'm just joking.
I'm about to ban the entire lobby. I'd be fine with that.
I
But
ain't, I ain't gonna front though. That guy, he got me with that. I was like, oh my god. Well, that's the only thing I had said. The only thing I was thinking in my head is like, he has my soul.
mhm. Turn into
And I was like,
Ermac.
oh, right. But I'm like, it's just fun. Like I said, Assault just kind of comes and goes. So
Right. For me, it's just I'm not as attached. When I was really feeling the Assault, it was more in Smash Ultimate, and that
really,
combined with like the lag and the input lag, that shit got to me. So I was getting real worked up during that stream, but with this game, it's kind of like, I don't really know much, so I kind of
yeah.
expect to get my ass beat, so my expectations are pretty low. But like, it's still fun, still really fun.
I, I liked it. I just like where I just kept getting blown up by super jumps because I was like, oh, this is neglecting
For
Marvin going to
for
Dragon Ball
bullshit.
Fighter. I mean, yeah, that's all nonsense. Because I mean I just like being able to do stuff. I don't like to be because it's fair
That's
for the
fine. We
person.
all want to win, you know.
No, not just that. I just feel like because man, I'm a bit self conscious on stuff, but for me, like I don't want I'm playing my friend. We're playing for the first time. He's really good, and he's kicking my ass. In my head, he's thinking, I'm sorry, Kurt. He's kicking my butt. I'm thinking like he's probably like, man, this guy sucks. Do I keep playing him, or do I just stop? Because I don't want to keep embarrassing him like. Not you don't want to disappoint your friend, but you also don't want to just get steamrolled. That's kind of how I feel with that.
Hmm.
Necessarily that I have to win. It's just like I don't want to look like a complete smuts every time I play because I do hate being helpless because I really had that problem in Dragon Ball Fighters where I just always felt like I can't do anything. Everything I do, everything I try to punish, I get punished for trying to punish. I didn't understand it. So, I kept getting beat up long enough that I kind of like, okay, I kind of understand. I can't press buttons when they're doing this. I can't do this. I kind of have to, pick and choose when I think I might be able to attack. And even then, that's still tricky. It's not guaranteed that I win. But I feel like I'm kind of butt kicked so much.
Hmm. I have a similar problem. Like I've said, it's mostly just a game making me feel stupid. Like,
Right?
even though I know what to do, I still get blown up by it.
same thing, because that's how I was feeling like when I was playing Tekken 7 earlier. I was like, oh, he's wolf punching everything I do because his back dashes are on point.
Right.
I wasn't mad because he was doing that. I was mad because, well, so he told me he played the match according to the Nina matchup, which I think was nonsense because all you were doing were backdashing. And I'm pretty sure
You would have done
that's
that with
not what you're
anyone
supposed to
else.
do. Like, I was like, dude, get out of here. Come on, man. Like you were playing the match. So you have to lame out Nina. You're,
Mm-hmm.
he had no problem running the clock because I seen him do it a few times, but
I bet.
you know, I still told him GG because I wasn't mad about it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I I'm trying not to get like super salty like I was in Dragon Ball Fighters that time because oh my, ugh, I just don't like I don't like being like doing that stuff because just felt like I was making Dark King really uncomfortable. And I had said I'm just stop trying to get so salty. He's like, no, it's cool, man. I have fun off of that. I'm like, nah, I just don't. I just think I'd be making like, you probably feel uncomfortable. Like, why is he so angry? It's just a game.
I think he's kind of a leecher for salt though, because he likes to irritate Yui Monthly a lot. For that, he's like, oh, you like Tails? Well, I don't like Tails. I'm gonna make an account where I hate Tails.
But see, that's why I like Dark King for because he does it purposely. He doesn't do it. He's doing it, to. And he's doing it just to rile him up. And I know he mainly does it to Shadow Fox. But he doesn't care if you don't like Tails.
Mm-hmm.
He only
No, he still cares. He just doesn't go out of his way to
he doesn't go
really
out.
push that in my face, like he does Shadow Fox, because he has a more dislike for Shadow Fox than me.
I remember just giving
At least
him
I
crap.
think so.
I remember giving him crap when I first saw him play Sonic Mania, and I was looking at how many lives his Tails played through. I was like, whoa, what was that? Tails had like about 400 and something lives. I was like, what?
Like, really?
But like I heard that Tails is kind of like the easy mode of the Sonic games, but come on, bro.
Right.
You ain't fooling nobody. You secretly like Tails. I mean, when I was a kid, I liked Tails and Sonic Adventure. He was
Sure.
E102 Gamma, and I was like, Tails who? You know. Actually, like that's something I actually do want to finish streaming. The Sonic Adventure streams.
That's something I should get back to, actually, since I got exposed that other time.
You made me so mad. I was trying to call it. I was gonna yell like, "What the you doing? What the are you doing?" That was gonna be me.
Right.
I was like, "What are you doing?" I was so mad. I was like, "How are you stuck here? Where you're supposed to go to is right." You just kept walking past it. I was like, "Man, I'm so mad." And like it was because like I missed the live stream, so I didn't get to see. I was like, I literally just wanted to scream. I'm like, "Stop it!"
I was getting mad at myself because I didn't know.
I was like, those are like the easiest Sonic games though.
It just didn't feel like it for me. Like Sonic Adventure 2 comes naturally, but Adventure is like it's kind of notorious for glitches, but it's like I know I should have known what to do.
I mean, because I played it so many times, so I guess kind of like angry. I guess like you gotta keep in mind.
That's what I mean. Like with Marvel 3, like I'm not as indulged as it is for you. So I just like I don't understand and I don't know what to do.
At the same time with that game, it's like I'm aware that cheap tactics. So I was salty wasn't like mad at like, man, we like that's why I kept on saying like, no, let's not, no, we're not gonna pick them because, like I said, I agree to the open lobby. If I really didn't want to do it,
You wouldn't
I
have
would.
stayed. And I respect that.
I was like, I said, man, like I've lost before. I've lost badly before.
Hmm. And you gotta expect it. The people on there, absolutely.
Sus, he was like, you only go one. But yeah,
Yeah. But with
he
Sonic
was.
Adventure, just I don't have that experience.
At the same time, like I grew up with it on the Dreamcast, so that's probably why I was just kind of like,
I just really wanted it for GameCube, but like I'd get like uninterested because I was still a little kid, kind of.
the one that I had streamed was the one on the GameCube, so it's cool.
I mean, mine was too, obviously, but yeah, that was just me not having any experience with it. So I looked at it, and of course I looked at other games, and I'm like, I kind of want Super Monkey Ball 2 more.
Nothing wrong with that. That's Nova's like, favorite.
Well, one is he likes to hate
Yeah.
on
Oh
my
yeah,
two.
he hates he hates Earthbound because he hates Ness and Smash.
It's like, what? What does that have to do with the game, though? Do you at least like Mother? Like Mother 3?
Like Bayonetta.
Right.
You don't like Bayonetta because she's OP in Smash 4. No. Stop.
It's like, get over it. This has nothing to do with the original series. Like,
The games are good.
yeah, if Banjo was in Smash and he was trash, would you hate him too?
Or he was super good, would you hate him?
Yeah.
I'm at the last world in Banjo.
Shit,
stopped playing that.
I'm only in like
playing that
World
game last
3.
year.
Yeah. I still have Banjo Kazooie and Banjo Tooie on my computer.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I still have them on my Nintendo 64.
Nice.
You know me, I like to play games on the console because I'm a console fag.
You know what? I would be the same way if I had them.
Because I think like some games have emulation problems.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I don't agree. In NFL 2K5, and it has emulation problems, Nova.
Right.
2, the PS2 emulator is trash.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just gonna say it.
Mm-hmm. I learned that the hard way. Again.
For certain games, it works fine. But with like more demanding games that you actually want to play, not so much.
Mm-hmm. I only really trust like whatchamacallit's 2D games with that emulator. I don't even play those on that emulator.
Too, because I remember trying to play the EX3 on there. I was like the textures, like I've not even the texture. I think like one of the parts of Hakoto's skirt is just some flat like line around her. I'm like, which craft is this?
Yeah, that sounds about right. I think there's quite a few problems with maximum impact on those too.
Even though I'm a KOL fan, I like not the Impact fan. I did like KOF 2003, which I think is just Maximum Impact 2.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like the worst out of the KOF 3D games. It's a PlayStation game.
Which one?
Steel Fury Wild Ambition.
Oh, cool.
That's actually That's a bad game actually, but I like it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What was that one with Cody and Hagar and stuff? It was 3D.
That was actually that was supposed to be That was a council game.
Yeah, because that's the one that Yo Video Games was playing with Maximilian and stuff. They were having a
That
great time.
that was actually that was I think that's what Impact was supposed to be. Because if you look at one of the characters, he kind of resembles one of those characters.
Hmm.
Um, Instead we got Capcom fighting Jam, which is decent.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it that much.
Was
I
it
didn't
this
hate it
one?
that much.
Hmm.
I had Hagar, and I
Oh,
think
man.
that was the game Ingrid first appeared was supposed to make her debut in.
Yeah, this is the one. It's called Final Fight Revenge.
Oh, that game, Final Fight Revenge. Yeah, oh yeah, that's a bad one too.
It's so fun looking though.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like that's the reason why I want a Sega Saturn so bad because of games like that.
Yeah. It's just like seeing Hagar doing the suplex, the spinning pile driver, like out of the earth. That shit is so hype.
It just looks dope, man.
Man, though, the video right below it that had Matt McMuscles from Two Best Friends though, that kind of tore my heart up a little bit because of what happened recently with Two Best Friends, or the Super Best Friends really.
What happened?
They split apart. Well, Matt and Pat split apart because apparently they had business things
that
going
makes
on.
sense why they now have their own, like, you know, they've been pushing their,
Yeah, all these side channels and
yeah, because I'm subscribed to Matt McMuscles and Pat stares at whatever.
yeah, this was like yesterday. They ended Super Best Friends.
Well, everything good has to come. Well, everything good has to come to an end eventually.
Yeah, it's just the
So-
timing was weird. It was like right near Christmas and the 9-year anniversary of Super Best Friends was in 2 days. Actually, in 3 days of the time of the posted video.
It always kind of bothered me when Liam, you know,
Yeah, when he left, yeah.
because it always it
But
felt
he was
weird.
still active with Matt. They just, now they're separate again. And I guess it's now Matt and Liam and Pat and Wooly, and that's like the closest you get.
It's like Matt is like, you know, he has his wife and everything,
Pat's got
So-
his.
right? So they all have to focus on, you know, different things. You know, that's just how people, life, people do drift apart. Cause there are a lot of people I grew up with that we talk every now and then, but we're not close compared to how we were when we were younger. That's just life. Even like people that I work with, you know, I still, you know, they keep in touch with me. I try to keep in touch with them.
Yeah.
It's just not that all the time, you know.
Right. And I agree with, Matt and Pat. There's a certain point where video games stop becoming fun when business is involved. So it's like, yeah, I respect it. At least they're still doing stuff, but it's just sad.
It's gonna be. It's going to be real sad. Let me not say when. If that happens, video game crew.
Oh yeah, because they've gotten into it like a lot.
Right. And I know, like, the one that usually always gets into it with them is
Steve. I want to say
and-
Steve.
Steve and the
Simmons?
other guy. Dude, they're always like, you know,
Hey, welcome back, OG.
welcome back, OG.
We're talking about other people's streams and stuff.
Yeah.
So, because Super Best Friends recently ended yesterday, and then Yo Video Games were theorizing because they've argued about some dumb shit like
Always. I was
Yeah.
like, it does. I'm like, man, stuff you guys.
Steve's
you know,
like argument about the glow in the dark shirt is pretty legendary.
his argument about bass like bothered me. I was like, shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could say I was like,
I was
I
actually
like,
leaning for Steve to win that argument, but it's like nobody really wins this argument.
well,
It's
like,
like fucking photons.
I like bass too, but shut up. That's the only thing I kept saying.
Right. And then they were getting about how Tekken's like hokey, but Street Fighter isn't or whatever.
Yeah, I was like, come on, son.
Like now
I'm
you're
like,
just finding shit to argue about.
and I'm like, and they're playing like the best versions of Tekken.
Right.
Oh, right. I'm like, okay, pal. Okay.
Just
Hey,
watching the
Steve,
world
but-
burn.
right.
I still like Steve. I like going
Yeah.
to his streams. He's a fun dude.
I like.
It's Max, I think, is really awkward.
Did you see the EX3?
Where he got exposed for not liking it, and then all of a sudden he liked it.
He was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I was like,
I don't know what you're talking about, Steve. This is the best game ever. Like,
I'm
really?
like, I was like, Max, it's okay to change your mind.
Right.
We all like bad games.
Exactly.
It's fine.
He should know. He plays Marvel Infinite.
Because like a lot of people in the comments didn't have the heart to tell him that he was playing the game wrong.
Right. It's because he's so stubborn. So he wouldn't listen, and then he finally started doing stuff where he should have known, but he didn't, and then he's like, oh, it's actually a good game. Wow.
It was so funny to me though. I was like, what?
Yeah,
It's
because
just
I
like
saw that in the YouTube recommendations, like Max exposed, and I'm like, oh, it's a
Right.
clickbait video. Oh.
That's how I was like, let me see what he said. Because I'm like,
Yeah, because I was expecting like the N-word moment again, but no, this was just him being ignorant.
I was like, oh, okay, this is pretty funny. Cause
Yeah.
like, it's so hard to clickbait from videos that are actually have like research or actual meaning to them.
Yeah, stuff that doesn't get you like really in trouble or anything. It's just genuine gamer ignorance or spirit or whatever. So I thought that was really cool. That's probably the best kind of clickbait, but you don't see that much nowadays.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right. True. There's a lot of underrated games out there, and I'm not afraid to dive into it as a newcomer or just being away from it for forever. Like I played Phantom Breaker the other day. That was fun. I had it on Steam. I just so happened to have it, but I played that game a lot on the Xbox 360, and I even got the fighting game because I really like Battlegrounds a lot. But as it so happens, it was the Japanese version only, so I couldn't run it. But I wasn't too mad because the fighting game itself just didn't look that interesting. So, and Skullgirls, you know my love for Skullgirls, and a lot of games out there, very underrated. Had a lot of work put into them, or the cancel game like Final Fight Revenge, like we were talking about. Really fun game. I don't know if I'm actually going to be playing Ip Man this stream. It kind of seems a little late for it. It's not that late here. It's just me being tired, I've been up for 7 hours, and I was up longer yesterday. I was up for 22 hours yesterday after the Tekken stream was over, and I finally went to bed. Because I was doing the stream setup, like putting my links and everything and changing the stuff. Like if you've seen my Twitch, like there's new pictures and stuff and links to Mixer and YouTube. Well, that was there before, but Picardo now. That's there. But you know, there's so many people awake. It's like I just kind of want to interact with them all because a lot of them I haven't talked to them like in a while, and I really like to. Like during that Tekken stream, which admittingly the sound was all fucked up for whatever reason. Ike showed up, which is a dude that I've been talking to a while. He's really into Mugen at the moment, and he was helping out Swagga Kings. I don't know what the exact progress of that is, but like he's got a passion for it, and I really like that. But he had actually jumped into the call, and it was almost out of the blue. It was like, wow, Ike, you're actually here. That's awesome, you know? So it's the kind of stuff like that that just makes me want to interact more and more, because that kind of stuff, you know, it'll surprise you. Yeah, it was a legit surprise for me. That is for sure. Because usually when I see him talk, it's usually in some other, like, I guess bigger Discord or something, instead of like the smaller stuff. But like, yeah, it's very interesting. That's the kind of stuff that I don't want to miss, and that's usually why I stream. And if something unexpected happens like that, I'd like to clip it or whatever. Like Christian B Monkey, when he hopped into the Monster Hunter stream, I'm like, what the? I never expected you here, like ever. And lo and behold, you just happened to see me streaming Monster Hunter. I'm like, wow. Because Christian B Monkey I look up to, and I'm like, because I found him through Ignite Rizzy, and he was, I think they were doing KOF together or something. But like Rizzy, now I know kind of more on a personal level. Master Boris, also looked up to because of Mugen Lord. Mugen Lord, now I'm a mod. You know, that kind of stuff is like, wow. If you just talk more and interact, I guess that, you know, it'll surprise you. So, sorry if my camera's shaking. That's me trying to scratch something off of my TV. It's like some dumb shit. But still. Your idols they seem bigger than they really are. You know what I mean? Like, even celebrities. Like, the big time celebrities, they're still people. They're just people with a big following, and they have a big legacy behind them. I don't know. Such is life, right? You know, we put these people on such a big pedestal, but in the end, they're still just people. And Mugen Lord, you know, he may be surprised that he gets such interaction with people, but he's still just a person, just like all of us. But he has made a big impact on a lot of us as well, so it is. That's typically why I stream so much. And what I was gonna say earlier about streaming versus putting out content, like collaborations, like 15-minute minimum videos or whatever, I just don't really care for doing that as much as, you know, talking to people. Like, you don't have to watch the entire 5-6 hours of streaming, you know. You can just hop in and say hi, and I'll say hi back, and we're just talking like people. It's just like life, you know. I save my streams, but you don't have to go back and watch them, you know. It's just me being like, it's not like we record our conversations like, oh, you know, I have to save this every time. It's like when people take photos or short videos or whatever, yeah. And Mugen Lord is his own sort of living legend, yeah. But he still has stuff that he says that I'm very inclined to disagree with. Like, what he says about Tekken and stuff, you know, I still gotta I gotta say stuff about it. Yeah, I really appreciate that, you know, we're buds and everything, OG. And I was glad to have drawn stuff for you. Oh, of course, everybody has different opinions. And I'm not going to try and change Mugen Lord's mind. I'm just saying it's funny that sometimes that's just how his opinions are. Even in like Smash and stuff. Two number nines. Two number nines. Number nine large. Number six extra dip. Ironically, that just makes me want to play more Saints Row. 7 grenades. Like with Street Fighter 5, I still try and play that game. Like, not right now, but every once in a while, I go back to it and I'm like, I'll give it a shot. I kind of feel like playing it. But it's not one of those games where I'd like to stick with. But Tekken? Absolutely. I like the homies that I hang out with in that game. But I don't really have that with Street Fighter 5. I see we gorillas and you guys going ham about it. I'm like, that's cool and all. I mean, at least they're doing stuff to change Street Fighter 5. I mean, that Fong change? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You bet I'm going to abuse that thing. Only because that is my character now. Bitch, you guessed it. Really? This is what we're doing? Okay, we're skipping. Oh, for sure. It makes it much more interesting to play now. Just with that small fly thing. Oh, no. I mean, maybe currently, but Mez still is. I mean, he spent so much money on that game. He even told us how much he spent. Which is ridiculous. Mostly on Vegas stuff, and then he tried Abigail, I think. I don't mind. I've spent some money on Street Fighter 5, but like not much. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like, you guys are insane. And considering you're modders, like, you can get most of that stuff just by getting past the game's code. There is no reason, at least in my eyes, that you needed to spend that money. But I'm not gonna judge as long as you can bounce back from it. I spend a lot of money on stuff too. It's just for different stuff. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Just to remove the horns and the damn underbite. Makes no sense. Like, isn't this shit set in the past from Street Fighter 4? Like, I'm pretty sure... Actually, no, this is after Street Fighter 4. Third Strike is the last one. Yeah, it does, yeah. It just occurred to me. So, I guess they had to make some sort of Evil Ryu thing where it goes even further beyond. So I'm wondering if they are gonna make like another version of Oni. Something that is Akuma related. Like, I'm not gonna lie though, Kage did surprise me. Because I would have expected Kage as like an extra battle. Right. That's what I was actually gonna refer to as Oni was gonna be like an extra battle or something. And they would create like they would create an Akuma costume that was like that. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm not too invested in that game, so I'm just kind of curious what it does show off. Like, I was looking at all those changes for Street Fighter V. Gotta say, still looks interesting. Oh yeah. Well, that's just kind of what mods can do. You know, you can surpass all that stuff. I mean, in Tekken, there's people that surpassed it and played Devil Kazi online. People in Soul Calibur 6, they're playing Inferno online. But as Nightmare, you know? It's not so blatantly obvious. Cray cray. That's what you people are, you modders. Instead of letting the game business have it, you just have to break shit. For fun or for whatever. To prove a point. To me, it's almost just like proving a point. Because you can do it, so you will. Yeah, I see that. And I'm just one of the bystanders that just likes to see it happen. Yep.
Alright.
Well, that was more of a project though, OG, but welcome back, Baka.
Get my battery out of my car, so that was some.
That's fair. Yeah, we were talking about modding and stuff in games. Yeah. I was talking about how people either do that to have fun or prove a point or whatever, but we have not just like Street Fighter 5 using their extra battle stuff, and I guess that's easy to get past, but Tekken as well and Soul Calibur 6, they'll use it online. So like, yeah, you modders are crazy, but whatever. If you have the power, you can do it.
Good modders though.
Yeah. Like Brutal Ace works hard on his Street Fighter 5 stuff, but I'm really curious to see what like Tekken has, that you can't do in the game.
Saying some weird looking, I guess, textures, like with I think they've made some Dragon Ball Z ones.
Hmm. Well,
Like,
that
I
kind of
haven't
is just eh.
exactly what I was saying, because I'm like some, PC exclusive when I first saw it, because it didn't stand out that much to me.
Yeah, because people do that shit anyways, like with Dragon Ball Z.
Like, I'm like, why is it all? I mean, no Dragon Ball Z, a lot of things. Come on, there's a lot of stuff out here.
Right. Yeah, modding Dragon Ball Fighters is dank though. Like stuff
Very
that
dank.
isn't Dragon Ball Z into a Dragon Ball Z game is
Marge
pretty good.
Simpson, Marge
Right.
Simpson,
Patrick
Waluigi,
Star.
SpongeBob, SpongeBob this,
SpongeBob this. Super Saiyajin SpongeBob this.
Super Saiyan Goddo, SpongeBob this.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty great. Shit, I haven't seen enough of those mods, but like I don't care as much about that game as I do. Well, I really need to get into PC Monster Hunter World again because I only played that game for a hot minute just so I could try and catch up again.
Always leaving us out, selfish mother fluff.
I know. But man, those mods just look so good though.
I'm so mad.
I know.
Then the Iceborne expansion just like good in a bad way.
Yeah, it's DLC, but it should be good
Oh,
DLC, knowing Monster Hunter.
yeah, an expansion.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay. Oh, absolutely. I was just telling Baka again about that Teostra fusion. I actually want to pull it up right now. See what that was. Monster Hunter PC mod Teostra. Yeah, a custom mod where it's Nergigante plus Teostra. It's a what would you even call this thing? Nerg Teostra? Nergy Teostragante, I guess. I think that would be pretty appropriate. Oh no, actually I think it was this one. Kaminiariostra, which is like a fusion of the Teostra and the Kirin. I think they are just doing a lot of stuff recently, but like that just shows you the extent of those. Like they almost make him like part behemoth, like it's ridiculous.
Who like part behemoth?
These Teostra fusions.
I think that's because I think they can only work with so much.
Yeah. But they can definitely add those elements to them just because they can.
I think when they understand what they're fully working with as modders, I think they will.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think they already do. It's just, making it.
Yeah.
I mean, there was that mod that had that giant sea monster one. Keep forgetting its name. But they showcased that, and that was It was amazing. Had its own custom like monster interactions and everything.
Well, but you know, I'm kind of looking forward to kind of looking forward to seeing what the new monsters and returning monsters Iceborne, because it's gonna be pretty cool.
Mm, yeah, we don't know for sure though.
It was only one that they just flat out told us, yeah, he's back.
Mm,
I,
at least we know that one.
I just forget how to pronounce his name. It's Larga Kuga.
Yeah.
I know he's a favorite because I remember when you know, he made an appearance back in one of the older ones. The fans like lost their collective shite.
Right. They created the Donkey Dookie. But hey, I'm glad for them, you know. They got something they really wanted back.
And not to mention, like, you know, it's just good.
It's a good move on their part.
I'm just glad they were getting another expansion so soon compared to, you know, older Monster Hunters where they had to wait 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, for another one.
All right.
Yep, that's the future though for you. DLC may be frowned upon, but yeah, at least we get that kind of stuff, you know, sooner.
Yeah, at least it's a full thing and not some freaking, oh, here's bits and pieces of monsters you have to download.
Yep.
Oh, excluding everyone, like you know.
Mm. Yeah, Monster Hunter's gotten a good track record so far. A lot of this shit you can just do for free, which is really rare nowadays.
The only thing they even charge for is just stuff just is optional, and it's your choice if you want it or not.
Right. Because like in Dark Souls and Bloodborne, you gotta pay for all those weapons and the stories.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the weapons. I was gonna say probably like the extra story of it, not the weapons.
And I think that's more towards Bloodborne actually.
It's Dark Souls as well.
Mm.
I don't have to pay for weapons in Dark Souls. I don't know where you get that from.
Well, the DLC weapons in Bloodborne. Because there was that like chainsaw thing that you can get that I saw that Max had.
Yeah, but that's like just all DLC. A lot of those weapons are just from the DLC. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Still pretty cool. I think the worst one that I've just had to deal with was and stuff in Dark Souls 2, because that stuff was just brutal for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching Shad Leech go through that, whatever that DLC was called. It looked frustrating.
Like, you gotta deal with being cursed and losing health, your health being halved and everything. I'm like,
damn.
Man, I just hated going through that. Then there's an NPC invader that shows up, and everybody there has too much health and does BS damage for no reason.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's like, I know people just like, oh, it's the only reason people hate Dark Souls because Dark Souls. No, people hate Dark Souls because they decided to put characters like enemy they hate it because the enemy places for that game is so dumb. That's the reason why I think a lot of people hate Dark Souls too.
They're very well planned and placed. They do it on purpose. They know they do.
Right. Right. They have you have to go through this place.
So when the players complain about it being too hard, they're like, basically, just get good.
Right.
Like, you're complaining too much. Just get better at the game because it's beatable.
But I just hated some of the placements in some of those areas, I'm like, no freaking enemy should be able to automatically spot you all the way across area of the dungeon that you're in. That makes no sense. That's the reason why Shrine is my least favorite area. I just hate that place so much. And then they get those stupid hippos that one shot you.
Wait, which place is this?
Uh, Shrine of Amana.
Is this in 2? Because I didn't play through 2. I should have. That game is hard.
It is, kinda, but yes, that goes on. Get into areas because the bosses. There's like
Those
the
first
part,
few
like,
bosses kicked my ass. That's why I couldn't get through them.
no, the first couple are kind of like optional, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's why. That's why I got to get back to it one of these days, because I should. I mean, it is on the next gens again, so I don't have too much of a reason not to.
You don't need to put yourself in it. Just play Bloodborne. You know, it's the better version anyway.
Yeah, but it doesn't have Dark Souls rolling.
You just get punished for it in that game.
Yeah, exactly.
I know Chaz even said he was gonna start with Dark. He said he was gonna do Dark Souls. I think 1.
Oh
He
yeah.
might do 3.
Is he doing the remastered though?
I told him start with 3 because that's the easiest one and work his way on down.
Yeah. Yeah, he should definitely probably not start with the Prepare to Die edition.
Dark Souls 3 is like Dark Souls 3 is very doable. Everything in that game.
Absolutely, yeah. That's probably why I had the most fun with it. Is because it doesn't feel as much like a Dark Souls game like the other 2 did.
Because like everything is more defined. Like the animations are more defined. Everything is. Because like when you go back,
It throws you a lot of bones too.
And also, like, if you go back, like I did, you realize how stiff, like, the animations were compared to the newer ones. Because I remember, like, rolling and Dark Souls 2 felt so stiff. It was like, one thing I like about Dark Souls 2 is that they realize, like, yeah, you're going to need some help. So they put, like, NPC summons for you everywhere. It's cool because it kind of it helps because I admit I've used them from time to time.
Oh yeah, and there's no real drawback to them other than you might not be able to do it again.
I mean, just have slightly more health. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. I'll take that over getting my ass whooped by myself.
It usually just depends. Because in Dark Souls 3, you really don't need them. I barely summoned any in that game.
Yeah.
In Dark Souls, I think 1, yeah, I did. I can't lie. Too tough for no reason.
Right. 3 is completely doable.
Anyway, let's move on from dank shit,
Yeah.
bullshit hard games into something more.
To be honest, I actually think I'm done with art for now. Because I actually might need to lie down for a bit because I'm pretty tired.
I know, yeah, because I told you, like, when I heard you yawn, you were like,
yeah.
uh,
Yeah. I was feeling fine, like, with that. But yeah, I think I'm feeling the fatigue from yesterday is what it is. I got myself all worked up with Tekken, and then like I still went to sleep real nice and everything, but the lack of sleep I think it is catching up to me. So yeah, it's one of those days.
That usually when someone usually gives their sleep rotation back, they do kind of sleep earlier than they normally do. So it's fine. Have a good night.
Yeah, it'll be a nap for me or something. Are you
Yeah,
going to
probably
sleep soon?
for me.
Yeah.
Be around 9 to 10. But I probably could, unless you got something planned. I might, I probably could stay up for a bit.
You know me, I don't really have anything planned. I just kind of live
Do
in the
that,
now.
do that. But
Yeah. So, I mean, we could always do like Monster Hunter before you sleep and just
that's
something.
fine.
I at
It
least
is
got my
what
art in, and I was really trying to kick myself into doing that, but I don't really think I'm gonna make this. I'm not gonna be making anything perfect. I just want this to look decent.
you just wanted to you just want to get it out there and put effort into getting it out there. I respect
Right.
that.
I want them to know that I at least tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember going through those freaking art things and half-assing it at the last minute because just couldn't find out what I really wanted to draw anyway. Because I would always say, oh, I'll draw this character, and then a cool pose never turning out the way I wanted it to. That would happen. So
hmm The thing is, I think their expectations were like much lower though, because the only thing they told me to do was draw one of them. I just decided to draw all four, because they
oh,
gave me
okay.
the reference. Yeah. So I think that in itself is going a
Still
little bit
impressive
above
though.
and beyond. Well, thank you. You know,
Hey, that's still impressive. They only want you to draw one. You said, you know what? I'm doing more than that.
right? Because you gave me more, and that was your fault, is that you gave me more. So
Right.
I decided to just go with it. But thanks, OG. I appreciate it, and thanks, Baka.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and take your nap, and nice
Yeah.
talking to you as always.
Oh, of course, absolutely. Can't wait to do it again later.
All right,
If
later,
if
man.
I if I'm not completely passed out for whatever reason.
Like I said, man, it's understandable. I ain't going nowhere. So
Yeah.
that's
There's only so much of me to go around.
next.
Yeah.
All right, man. Later.
Peace. Yeah, man. Man, I love streaming. I love it so much. It's gonna really pain me for, when I have less time to do that kind of stuff. Um, cause one of these days I'm gonna really, really get into working unless, I find my break somehow, but I don't see that happening. Like, you know, trying to apply for aircraft mechanic jobs, and I feel like I haven't applied enough. I probably haven't, but I mean, hell, I actually need to rework my resume now that I think about it. Shit. So yeah, I'm gonna have to think about doing that maybe this week. But yeah, I appreciate it, OG, as always. Hope you enjoyed the Marvel 3 earlier. That was fun with Certifiable. I was surprised he came around. Well, it being Marvel 3 and all, that was pretty awesome just to see him there. You know, it's something we can at least relate on, because Street Fighter 5, I can't do it, man. And Dragon Ball Fighters has its limits for me. So, especially because I've been on the fence of even buying Cooler, because I'd have to buy Cooler, and that kind of stuff is just like, really, I don't know about all that. So, anyways, I will see you guys later. Thank you for sticking around as always. Like I said, 16 Twitch viewers, 1 Mixer viewer. Thank you as always. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I guess I will take my nap now. And I'll see y'all later. Hope you enjoyed the art. That's my Pwn 3 shirt. Upside down two-tail. Signing off. Peace. I will raid somebody on Twitch. I will find somebody. I think my friend Obi's still streaming, so I might raid him. Peace. Yeah, face reveal. Peace out.